What is going on, people? Welcome to the Midwest Mike Sports Show. I'm your host, Mike Klean, and I am joined here by the one, the only Midwest Mike. What's going on, buddy?
Another day, man.
I know.
One day yesterday, 21-6 straight bet run, 78%. Let's keep rolling, man.
Let's keep rolling precisely. Last night was just fantastic. Officially plus 9.97 units.
Yeah, 1 point, 1 game away from 23 unit day.
Could have been insane, but still massive day. Yeah. Plays posted today, play of the month, a 5 unit play of the month in the NBA today was upgraded this morning. I'm really excited for that one, man. I'm really excited for that one.
I am too.
Oh,
ideally, this guy should have been the 9 unit spot, but we don't need to do 9-10 unit plays right now. If it loses, it takes too long and too much to get it back. So
that it does, and we're climbing the right way. We're grinding it up. Consistency is here. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And we're having fun doing it. So at the end of the day, that is what matters.
Yeah, man. The irony of hitting a 5 unit parlay by 1 point and then losing another one by 1 point back-to-back days. It sucked because Mississippi State had that game pretty much. I mean, it was back and forth.
Yeah.
It was literally a 1 point game the entire game. But yeah, man, I thought they'd pull it out. They even had a shot at the end to win it, and just didn't go down.
Yeah. Well, that's why I love, and I think everybody loves these 5 unit parlays that you've been doing. Very low risk,
half unit,
insane upside. And realistically, you could lose a couple of them, win one, and you're positive. And that's what's really nice about those. And when you hit them, it always adds to the day. So
for sure.
It's fantastic, man. It's fantastic. We got Justin in the house. What up, Justin? Good to see you in here, buddy. T. Baker in the house. Nobody hotter than Midwest Mike. Damn right.
Is that Troy? Is that T? Is that what T stands for? Is that Troy?
I'm not sure. We got Jimmy. Let's go. Let's do it, Jimmy.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's keep it going. Like you said, no better time to be as hot as we are. We got March Madness starting tomorrow, and we put it up in the portals. We announced it. Went on Sunday, prizes on Monday. We gave it away on the show, but just for anybody who has been living under a rock for the past couple of days, we do have a bracket challenge, free to join. First place will win free year plus 500 cash sent to you digitally. We can do it any which way you want. Second place, free month. Third place, free week. Doesn't matter if you're VIP. You can add a year on to, if you're yearly, you can add a free year on, or, goes for any of those. But get those brackets in.
I think we got about 200 in there right now.
Yeah. And I think we've been actually gaining some people over social media who didn't recently follow us. I think the retweet thing. So if you guys have a Twitter, retweet that for us. It really helps us out. And we'll give some new eyes on a chance to win this. And I love it. I love the bracket challenge. You guys got to get this locked in. Game start, 11 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. So a little bit of time left, but
morning, yeah.
Get it in. Free to join. But I know you're pumped for March Madness, man. I mean, you can't wait.
Oh, yeah. We're on a nice little college basketball run, so
Yup.
I will have college basketball play coming. It's actually going to be a pretty small card today. I got the 5-unit NBA. I got a 2-team parlay that's a 3-unit POD.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a 2-unit free play. That's what I got posted right now. And then I likely will have a 3-unit college basketball coming. So that
Beautiful.
might even be it. It's weird only having 4 plays. I don't even remember the last time I only had 4 plays.
It has been a minute, but how you've been saying, man, these shorter slates, you just hone in on those spots and maybe a little break before the tourney, which starts tomorrow. I mean, slate's going to be big. A
Yeah.
lot of games to go through. I don't think you're going to be sleeping much.
No, that's right.
Not tonight, man. But I can't wait. Action, just action on top of action for the next.
Last year we had St. Peter's, I think, money line like plus 800.
Yeah.
In one of the later rounds. That was cool. So we'll do some underdog money line bets and shit. It'll be fun. We'll have some fun with it, make some money. So
Absolutely, man. I told you last night, if you feel it, let's just rock it. Let's just go. Why not? Let's have some fun with it, man, because this is the time. This is the time. Xavier kind of saying it right here. Upset City. There you go. I mean, this is the time where you hit these big money line spots. And, if you feel it, man, let's just go.
yeah, or even playing it both ways, spread and sprinkle a little bit on the money line on some of these. So
right. I mean, realistically, if you throw a half U, if you throw a half un on it and say it's like a plus, 500 or 600 dog, and you like it and you feel it, it's the same as throwing in one of those parlays.
Yeah.
It's only one spot. You don't need 4 legs to hit.
Or we throw it in the 5U parlay and now it's a 30-unit parlay.
Or that's. Now that's having fun, people. Now that is the definition of having fun. I love it. I love it. I'm super excited about it. Super excited about today's slate. Let's talk through these runs a bit here now that we got people in here. Stats just looking tasty.
I didn't even realize we were even on a 21-6 straight bet run, to be honest with you. I just added up the last 4 days recap on straights, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yep.
So, yeah, 21-6, 78% straight bet run. 7-2 in the last 9, just plays of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Then, we're on a 9-0 NBA run right now. 11-4 college basketball run. I had somebody ask on TikTok, well, how are you on a 9-0 NBA run? I bought your last 9-unit play on Memphis that lost, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Well, I've had 9 NBA plays since then. I don't know if people think I just have 1 NBA play a day. We've actually had 2 NBA PODs yesterday, 2 the day before.
Yeah.
4-0. And I wanted to play. I should have played the Bucks last night, but we didn't. But yeah, 9-0 NBA run going into tonight with right now just the 1 NBA play, 5-unit NBA play. So hopefully hit that, make it a 10-0 NBA run, and keep on rolling here. So
and what a time to get the association rocking. If everybody remembers, last year went on about a 50-unit run to close out the season in NBA from March 15th, which actually is our official launch day. It's officially 1 year, Mike.
Nice.
It's officially 1 year to the day. To the day, people. So,
awesome.
Thank you. Thank our clients. Thank everybody who is fans, supporters, followers, anybody. Thank you guys. 1 year and many, many more to come. Many more to come.
I think the NBA kind of gets easier. I mean, we had a pretty good run in the playoffs too. Made a lot of money in the playoffs last year.
A lot.
This thing, it gets easier, and I'm not getting focused on splits and money and all that shit so much anymore right now. And I think that's why I've been having more success too. Because I've watched more basketball this year, these past 12 months, than I have combined in the couple of years previous. It's like all I do is watch every fucking game every single night. So I think that's a big part of it. Like, I've even wondered if I had somebody for every team, like in the NBA, and they watch every single game, because obviously I can't watch every single NBA game every single night. But when you really hone in on a team and get to know them well, and that's like just the game for tonight, for example, it features a couple teams that I bet on a lot, both the teams, so very familiar with them, and it just becomes easier, I think, in my opinion, to predict them and just kind of you don't even really need to handicap it much. It's just I know this team's going to win and just going with it and rolling with it. So just kind of like yesterday, I like the spot for the Thunder a lot. The Nets coming off of I think that 5-6 game ownership, whatever it was, they ran out of gas towards the end of the game. Thunder were down most of the game and came out and won by 14. So kind of worked out. And then the Knicks, I didn't give a shit if Dame was playing or not. Knicks are a really good road team. I don't give a shit if all the money's on the Knicks or away from them. I don't give a shit. They're just the better team. They came back and they won as well. So, and games are starting to mean more now in the NBA. It's crazy to think that, I mean, the West, it's so wide open. I mean, you could have a 7-8 seed right now, and in a couple of games, it could be a 4 seed. You know what I mean? So, it's really, really tight, and the games matter. So,
they do. They matter. And you know what team is? I mean, they're rising to the occasion. The Lakers, man. I mean, they are rising to the occasion. The public's cashing nicely on them. Just every game, they're just getting hammered. And, I don't know if it's a league agenda or they really just are clicking. But the Lakers look good. And tonight they're in a little bit of a kooky spot, man. A -3.5. I think they were -1.5 last night.
No AD. Back to back.
I mean, they got depth. They're playing the Rockets.
Yeah, I don't know. This could be a Rocket spot, honestly.
I know. That's why I'm not personally touching it, man. But
I looked at the Rockets, dude.
I did too. I looked at the Rockets too, and then I had to slap myself in the face. What am I doing? I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's an interesting spot, though. I mean, Russell's playing good, man.
Public's not going to eat on the Lakers every single night, so
I think they're going to eat on them tonight. Half the public probably doesn't even know AD's out. I don't know, man. Justin's saying the Rockets beat Boston the other night too. Yeah, I mean, what a parlay buster that was.
Did you see Tatum's blown layup at the end of that game?
He can't, man. I mean, I think to memory, I think he's hit one big three all year to close the game. It was against us.
Yeah,
yes.
In the last.
Other than that, the guy can't close, and he pretty much crumbles on ABC games. I mean, he still gets his numbers. Don't get me wrong, but big moments he don't show up, man.
It was contested, but it wasn't. That was a layup all day long. Like,
gotta
just
finish
too
it.
Strong off the back. Like, what the fuck?
They shouldn't even be in this position. They're playing the Rockets, man.
They've been doing that though, going down and then making these big comebacks, going into overtime and then losing.
I don't like the way they're playing at all.
No, Bucks will fucking destroy him, dude.
Destroy him. I don't like it at all, man. I think that they might have got hot at the wrong time, which is the beginning of the season. We see it all the time in the NFL. They get hot at the beginning of the season and fall apart at the end. Could be an early Celtics exit if they keep this up. I'd like to see them go on a little stretch here because they are a good basketball team and they should. But God, if they don't do something this year, man, I mean, you got to blow that shit up, don't you?
Be the Sixers and Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. Who knows?
I'll tell you that the league would love to get Embiid in that spot, man. I mean, the 76ers have just been
I like them better than the Celtics right now.
Right now, yeah. Him and Harden. I always question their toughness, though.
Yeah, but they got Maxey coming now off the bench, averaging over 20 a game off the bench. I mean,
yeah.
They're a deep team. Harris.
They are. Well, I don't know. The Celtics are deep too, man. It's just I don't know where their head's at. So we'll see.
Yeah, but they keep having injuries too. If Robert Williams can't play come playoff time, they'll probably be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, they'll probably get out of the first round though, but I don't know what they'll do after that. I don't know what they'll
Well,
do.
and you got to consider who they have as a coach. Missoula, him going against masterminds in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's really that good. He's just got a really good team and probably looks better than he is as a coach. So
I'm
that
pretty
shit,
sure me and you could coach the team.
that shit comes into play come playoff time. So it's just another reason to go against the Celtics. I talked about it all the time in the NFL, betting against rookie coaches on short weeks, like on Thursday Night Football and shit. And
Yep.
9 times out of 10, just bet on literally the better coach
Right.
the game. So in the NFL.
Absolutely, man. I'm worried about him. I'm worried about him tonight. I might like the Wolves.
I said that on Monday's show too. I wasn't looking at the Hawks and Wolves game, and then everyone was talking about it, and I looked at it, and then I ended up liking the Wolves and pulled the trigger on them. But
yeah,
I couldn't do it tonight against the Celtics. That's for sure.
I know it's a tough spot.
It's
a tough spot, but I don't know, man. I don't like what I'm seeing from the Celtics at all. No. I don't know. One spot that interests me, and guys, throw in any games you want Mike to talk about it. Maybe it's a tournament game. I don't know. Throw anything in. But one game that I was looking at, it's interesting. That Kings Bulls spot, man. Kings -1 against the Bulls.
Yeah.
It's an interesting spot.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what to do with it personally. You know me and the Bulls. I can't cap a Bulls game for the life of me. I'm never on the right side of a Bulls game. I think the Bulls, they lose. I think the other team, the Bulls.
Trey Lyles is suspended now for the Kings. I don't know if they got anyone else out tonight or not. I haven't really looked at that game.
I don't see much.
Weird game, weird line, weird spot.
Weird. Very weird. And the Kings, they really don't have anybody on deck that I'm worried about a look ahead. I mean, they got the Nets. Okay. Nets are kind of playing good basketball right now.
Well, it just depends if the Bulls show up, and the Kings sometimes have those. I mean, they played some bigger games lately too, so it could be a little letdown spot for them. But
right,
not a game I'm touching.
No, this is just weird. It's just a weird look. Last game, the Kings were. This is the beginning of the season. They were -3.5. That's when no one even realized how good the Kings were going to be. Now it's -1 in Chicago. I don't know. Chicago just beat the Nuggets and they beat the Rockets. Whoop-de-doo on the Rockets, but the Nuggets was a decent spot.
I like the Heat -4. I mean, Memphis just won a big game on the road. They've been ass on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Morant might be gone for the year now. I talked about this before the second half started, just fading Memphis in the second half, and now all this extra drama and stuff just makes it easier to do that. And with them being so bad on the road, and the Heat they've been tough to back too. I get it, but Memphis on the road, coming off that big win against Dallas, and the Heat just finally pieced one together against the Jazz, held them off. That was when we hit that parlay Monday night. So, yeah, I like Miami there. That's another NBA spot that I like. And I have the other spot that I like in that 2-team parlay. So,
yep.
That's about it for me with the NBA tonight. Mainly my 5U spot is all I'm really on right now. So,
yeah. And I love that spot. I don't know. The Heat, man, the Heat scare me, dude. They just cannot cover a spread. They just can't. And everybody just keeps backing them, hoping that they turn it around. I mean, we're in March. It is March 15th. I have no idea if they're ever going to turn it around. I mean, we only got a couple games left. Haven't we seen enough?
I mean, I know 6 or 7 point spread, I'd be more worried about it. But a 4-point spread, even a close game, free throws at the end should get you there, get you the cover. And Memphis, when they lose on the road, I mean, it's usually more times than not, it's, by 4+ points. So
Right.
um,
Right.
I wouldn't be too worried about taking the spread on that one tonight.
No,
I like
not a
4
bad
a
look.
lot better than 4.5. So
Not a bad look. Not a bad look at all. 76ers Cavs is a decent spot too. ESPN game, 6:30.
it's hard for me to bet against the Sixers right now. I've been on the Sixers a lot, and they made me some money here lately. So the
Right.
Cavs haven't been that impressive here lately. So
They haven't. Coming off a 4-game road trip. They are better at home. I don't know. They're right there, the 3 and 4 seed. I doubt Cleveland catches them, but do you think that they're more up for this game than the 76ers?
no,
I
I
think
think
76ers are trying to maybe get that 2 spot.
and I think the Sixers are really fucking consistent. Embiid's just a competitor. He wants to compete every night. He wants to win.
Right.
Read some stuff on him about how he keeps asking for film. He's seen all the big, the Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryants, all of them. He's watched every single one of their shot attempts on film and keeps asking for more from his guy. And his guy's like, dude, you've seen every shot all these 10 players have taken in their entire careers. I ain't got nothing left for you.
Right.
This tells me a lot about him. I think he's his work ethic and all that stuff doesn't really get noticed, but clearly with the results and shit, it's paying off. And I was never really a Sixers fan. I'm never really a Philly fan to begin with of anything. But I'm becoming a Sixers fan mainly because of Embiid. And I was never an Embiid. I never really cared for the guy before this year. So,
Right.
but I respect the extra work that he's putting in off the court, and it's reflective in his play right now. And Sixers could do something here come playoff time. So
They could. They absolutely could. And, kind of looking at their schedule, if they want to, kind of keep that competitive edge against good teams here, they don't really have another one until the Warriors on the 24th. So,
I mean,
I
to
could
me, the
definitely see
Sixers right now are
this
kind of
game.
like they're kind of like the Bucks, where they just want to just keep winning and winning and winning, no matter who it's against, no matter who they got on deck, no matter if
Right.
it's home, no matter if it's on the road, whatever. Obviously, they're a really, really good home team, but they're also good on the road versus as good or lesser teams. So,
Yep. I like it. I like the 76ers tonight. Interesting spot. Michael Hill, you didn't miss much. We're just talking spots like we normally do. But good to see you
and
here,
it
buddy.
beat his defense's blocks in some of these games. I've seen some of the last few minutes of a game, and he's got 3-4 blocks in like the last 3 minutes. It's crazy. It's fun to watch.
Well, I'll tell you what, my opinion of Embiid has changed this year as well. And I think the turning point for me was that game that we were on, the 76ers. They started slow and they came back. And Embiid shot like shit. Old Embiid, in my mind, from what I've watched from the 76ers in years past, would have just crumbled. He'd been out of the game the entire game. You might as well just sit him on the bench and put somebody else in. He didn't do that. He started to play hard on defense. He was still blocking shots. He was still passing the ball well. And he forced himself to get into the motion of the
That was
game.
one
And
of the
then,
games I'm talking about where he had 3-4 blocks at the end.
and then the second half, he came out and started scoring points, and they ended up having to come back and winning for us. I remember that. It was a big turning point for me, for my opinion on him, because I don't like those big players that have a lot of talent that just crumble. Can't stand it. Cavs are on a back-to-back too. Yes, they are. They are on a back-to-back. They played who did they play? The Hornets, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They played the Hornets back-to-back games there in Charlotte. I don't know. Interesting. They cover those games easy. Well, the first game they didn't cover. It was 10, but Cody, are we betting every first round game or being selective?
I'm not betting every first round game, but spots that I like, just like on any normal slate,
Yeah.
play and have posted. So I'll start posting probably some tonight, and then the rest of tomorrow. But I'll have some posted up tonight for sure. Yeah, I just saw that tweet 5 minutes ago after you said that. He already left his counseling program in Florida, and now he wants to come back. How serious did you take this? Weren't you in Florida for a day or two for your counseling program, and now you're just done? You graduated in a day or two and got all your personal issues figured out, and you're fucking ready to go? Like, this is obviously all just fucking bullshit. He obviously is probably not changing or gonna change. He's just hopefully fucking will act smarter and not like a dumbass.
Right.
Because that's really what it comes down to. But there's probably some truth to why they're so bad on the road if he's out fucking clubbing until 6 a.m. every night. Granted, he's not drinking or didn't drink that night at the strip club or whatever, but if you're still out with your guys fucking ordering chicken wings at 5 a.m. after arriving from another fucking city and
Well, didn't Harden get food poisoning from chicken wings in a strip club like 2 years ago?
I guess Harden loves the strip clubs. He loves
Yeah. I mean,
but
I'm
he's
not
gotta
even
be smart about it. I mean,
right.
yeah, you heard about him ordering some chicken wings and shit, but you didn't see $50,000 in cash fucking sprawled out across a room with a girl on him with the fucking gun. I mean, you know what I mean?
Because that's wrong, man. That's wrong that they released that on him. I mean, the guy didn't do anything wrong. I mean, realistically, he didn't do anything wrong. Now, against league rules, bringing the gun on the plane, if he did do that, now that is something wrong. That's an NBA
might
issue.
not be legal in the city and all that.
Okay,
shit.
that might not be legal in the city either. But I mean,
But that's just being a dumbass. You don't flash guns on IG Live trying to be a gangster at 5 a.m. after the Nuggets just whacked your ass on fucking ESPN. So
correct. It's just about smarter decisions. But I do feel that in today's media, we are being a little harsh on the guy because he really didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. So,
but
I don't know.
The thing he did wrong was just being a dumbass.
Correct. I mean, he's got to be smarter just as a
role
human.
model for kids and you're in the NBA and they're trying to make you the face of the NBA. You can't do that shit. If you want to go be a gangster, then get the fuck out of the league. Go get your homies together. Go be a fucking gangster. Do your shit. Or fucking be a role model. Become the face of the NBA, as much as it pains me to say him being the face of the NBA, but he's one of them. He's one of them.
Sure, he's one of them, but I mean, at the end of the day, these players, I mean, it's just a job to them. I mean, there's a debate with that. Are they role players? You know what I mean? Or role models? Do they sign up to really be role models?
Well, it just kind of comes with the territory.
It comes with the territory.
No, you don't have to be a role model. Just don't be a dumb fuck. That's it.
Be smarter. Yes, he needs to just be smarter, and he needs to keep himself out of trouble and make sure he's not breaking any league rules so he can stay on the court for his team.
I mean, he's got a chance to pay to make a shit ton of money in his career in the NBA, and he's getting real thin line of pissing all that away. So
absolutely. So he's got to get smarter and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I just don't feel he did anything wrong. And for that club to release that footage, man, I mean, they just did that one for clout and one for money. They had to get a payday to release that photo.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just not right. It's just not right because that shit happens every single night in every single state in America.
Yeah.
Random, regular people and athletes and rappers and celebrities and all that shit.
But he's still affecting his team. I mean, when Steven Adams pretty much calls a meeting, or he didn't call the meeting or whatever, but in the players only meeting says something that's directed just towards him about being more responsible on the road and all that stuff, it's affecting teammates. Throw all the illegal shit out of it, the gun shit. You're becoming a distraction to your team,
right?
In road games. And that's not a good thing. If you're you're supposed to be the leader and you're becoming a cancer and a toxic person on the road for your team. That's not good. So, it's not all about just the gun shit and the shit that people are talking about either. And one thing that I know I've brought up on previous shows, I'm going to bring up again. What the fuck, Andrew Wiggins? What the fuck? Family emergency since Valentine's Day now. When your team needs you down the stretch after you sign a deal. We've seen people's parents die and they're back within a week. So I don't know what could be so pressing now that's dragging on for months, literally over a month now. a family emergency that you have to attend to over a month after you sign your contract, after you've already been hurt most of the season and haven't played to begin with, and now you're just taking time off for a family emergency now over a month long with no explanation. That's fucking weird.
It is. I just saw something when we started the show. It says that he's likely just not returning for the season. Now, I don't know if that means playoffs too, but I doubt he'll be back for the regular season. And I did see a comment about the Warriors, and the organization is backing him. And they said that he is dealing with something that is bigger than basketball. So, to me, if the organization is, I mean, we personally can have our own opinions on it. And, we do see a lot of athletes just bounce right back. Look at Brett Favre. His father died. He was playing on Monday Night Football. Everybody deals with it differently. I don't even know what's going on with him.
Yeah, but to take over a month off,
if the organization's backing it, man, clearly they're okay with it, right? I mean, they wouldn't say shit unless they have to.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to publicly come out and say they're not okay with it either. You know what I mean?
Probably.
So,
yeah. How could they do that?
I wouldn't believe, you know what I mean? So,
right. Well,
that's something they have to say.
They have to. And, when players get deals, or even regular people, they get a promotion at their job, they go all in. And then once they finally get it, you start seeing them slack off a little bit. So he got his deal, and now he's maximizing his leverage. That's what it is. Justin, he might not come back. Yep. And then Steph said it was pretty serious. So I don't know. As long as he's got his teammates behind him and they're okay with it, if they actually feel that way, then whatever. But hopefully everything's weird. Okay.
Yeah. You don't see that every day.
So. You don't. Big Aaron Rodgers stuff coming out today. He told Adam Schefter, one, to lose his number. I guess Shefty texted him, and Aaron texted back. He goes, "Lose my number."
He just all about the attention. Just fucking get it announced and be done with it and move on. And he just loves it. He sits at his couch every day and watches Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless talk about him, and then he skips over to Stephen A. Smith on First Take. He loves, I guarantee he's just sitting on his couch and he just loves people talking about him. He's one of those fucking guys. Why else would you all these fucking games, man? And to get 2 first rounders, you ain't getting fucking 2 first rounders for Aaron fucking Rodgers at 39 years old, a $60 fucking million deal. You ain't. They're saying they'll settle on a 3rd round pick and fucking move on. You ain't getting. Who the fuck would give up 2 first rounders for a 39-year-old quarterback? Come on.
The Jets.
You'd move up in the draft and then take a long-term option then. You know what I mean?
Right. So. Man, we talk about him a lot. He's an interesting character.
I told you this last night. I go watch midseason. We'll be talking about how Aaron Rodgers fleeced the Jets when they're fucking start the season 4-4, 5-5. And Aaron Rodgers made all these demands. I need this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. They put all the pieces in place, and they're fucking 4-8 and can't win a fucking football game. And they're going to become one of the biggest fucking disasters. Watch. It'll happen.
Well, I can definitely see it because, we've seen something similar. It's not the same, but we did see something similar with Tom. Now, Tom was a free agent. He didn't want any, spotlight on him. It was obviously he's going to get spotlight because he's a free agent. He chose the Bucs, and he got his pieces there that he wanted. He got Gronk dealt there. He got AB there, even though he was on suspension. They waited for him. Bruce finally agreed to those terms and got him there. I mean, Tom got his pieces there the right way. Once again, Aaron Rodgers rubbing people the wrong way. He continues to do it. He's done it his entire career. The guy doesn't even have a relationship with his family. I mean, everybody has a weird opinion about him. There's no debate that he's a
weird guy.
He's a weird guy, but there's no debate that he's not a fantastic, skilled quarterback.
But at 39 years old,
Yeah, I mean, he
And
definitely
you have to deal with, I
right.
might retire this year, I might not. I don't know. You want to deal with that fucking bullshit?
Well, I think he was doing that because of the Packers, man. I think if he does go to the
Like, he
Jets, he
holds all
might
the
be
cards.
reduced.
He can tell him, don't trade me, and then Packers got to pay him fucking 60 million. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
I mean, he
He
controls
does.
everything.
I mean, he has all the leverage, and you can debate whether he earned it or not by all of his MVP awards.
Yeah,
But the guy hasn't won a big game in a really long time. He gets way more credit than he deserves, honestly, because it's all about winning big games. I don't care how many MVPs you have. It's all going to come down to his leadership when he walks in that locker room. I mean, there was guys, Dobbs said that he never even went out to dinner with Aaron Rodgers last year. Like, how do you not take these? It's not the rookie's fault that the organization won't get you a first round guy. I mean, it's not. Why don't you still be a leader and try to win and try to,
Yeah,
take these people under their wing? All depends on how he's going to act in that locker room, bro. That's it. That's it. Is he going to come in and be an ass, or is he going to come in and be like a Tom Brady? Does he even have that capability?
fuck.
Fuck no.
You know
Exactly.
right now. He's 39.
It's
He would've-
wild, man. It's wild, but we did text about it yesterday. How odd is it that Brett Favre goes to the Jets because they won't trade him to the Vikings back in 2006, 2007, right in that era, right in that time. And then now Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's some simulation matrix shit.
Yeah.
It's wild, man. We got Jaden in the house. Baker to the Bucks. Yeah.
A lot of NFL moves.
David Montgomery to the Lions.
Marcus Davenport to the Vikings.
Cut Slay. I was surprised they cut Slay. Surprised that they did that.
Oh.
I don't know. Bears got a couple people too. They signed up a couple pieces, I think.
Every year you gotta make tough choices with players.
Oh, big time, man. Big time. We got Tar Heel in the house. What up, Tar Heel?
Yeah, what are some upsets that you guys like in the first round? I can pull up a bracket here. Or who do you like winning? Or who do you have in the Final Four?
I didn't even know. I haven't even looked at the bracket, to be honest with you.
I got mine all done.
Do you? I gotta figure that out. I saw one thing on God, what was it? It was like BR betting or something like that. I don't even know who the people were, but they were talking about it. And one person was like, who's ever playing Duke? I forget who it is. Is it Oral Roberts?
Yeah.
Is that who's playing Duke? Yeah, they said that they like Oral Roberts on the first half of that game to come out and kind of shock Duke a bit.
Charleston game, I think everyone's going to be on Charleston. I like San Diego State personally. I'm not sure if I'm going to bet it -5 or money line in a parlay. I'm not sure on any of that yet, but I think Charleston's going to be one of the most picked 12 seeds, and I think San Diego State will win the game. So I understand the reason liking them and all that, but I watched a lot of San Diego State basketball too. I can't say I've watched a lot of Charleston basketball, but I have watched a lot of SDSU basketball, and I just think that's one of the more trappy 12 seeds to take, in my opinion. We'll see, but
yeah, we've been on them quite a bit. What about that Nevada game?
Yeah, that's tonight. That's the play that I may have it's like the only one I can't really talk about.
Okay.
Likely have a 3-unit play on it. So
okay. Texas.
I like Texas. We got a few smaller futures and stuff. Been on Texas a lot this year. Was pissed on them. I didn't take them to go against Kansas, especially how many times I went against Kansas and got burned, and then the perfect spot to do it and laid off of it. But yeah, I like Texas. I know rookie coaches like that in this situation haven't done well in the tournament historically, but I don't really give a shit about that. I like Texas a lot as a team, and I also have them going pretty far. So
Justin, Oral Roberts against Duke.
I have Duke actually going pretty far in the tournament. You never know. There's going to be teams. It's wild. It's tourney time, right? There's going to be teams that do win. Couple teams, smaller underdogs that I like. I like Boise State over Northwestern. And I'm not saying these are picks. I'm just talking bracket and stuff. So,
right.
Let's see what else. Probably like Utah State over Missouri. Been on a lot of Utah State games.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like FAU to beat Memphis. Providence over Kentucky. I like that. I like USC over Michigan State. Some of these aren't huge, underdogs, but Providence is a 11 seed. Kentucky's a 6 seed, so that's a bigger upset. Kentucky's been banged up with injuries. I guess part of it, I have that Vanderbilt game in my mind, the way they ended that season, and that game was fucking brutal. And sometimes Kentucky defense doesn't show up, and I like what I'm seeing out of Providence a lot more than Kentucky here lately. So,
yep. Maryland or West Virginia?
It's a tough one. I got West Virginia in my bracket, but I think West Virginia closed out the season, I want to say, like 4-1. They're playing some good ball. It's just they've been road games. They haven't historically done well. Obviously, a neutral site, a little different, but we'll see how they do come tourney time.
Mm-hmm.
But also at the same time, Maryland was awful on the road as well. So
yep,
it kind of evens itself out there. So
interesting. What about Iona against UConn?
I mean, I like UConn to win. I don't even know what the spread is on that game, but
yeah, interesting.
But everyone does their brackets differently. Some people purposely pick huge underdogs just to try to win their thing. I just kind of look at it more of who I think's realistically gonna just win the game, not look at it from a spread perspective. And because the key is trying to get. I mean, I think a 1 seed is what won it 3 out of the last 4 years or something. So
I think something like that.
You can't have a 6 seed, a 12 seed, a 8 seed, and a 4 seed, in the Final Four, because that's pretty unlikely to happen. So
right
now, if you can nail a couple of the 1, 2, 3 seeds that make it, and nail the the 6, 8 seed, whatever that's maybe in there or something, then obviously got a pretty good shot of winning your bracket. But
absolutely, and as far as like the ESPN, I'm not sure. I've only ever done the ESPN one, but getting the teams right in the later rounds is really where you collect a lot of points, because you could pick upsets or whatever. But I've seen people that were awful in the first round, but they had the Final Four and they had the champion. They had the right formula there and actually won the entire thing. They come climbing back. I mean, they're not even on the leaderboard, and then bam, they finish first. It's wild. So
UCSB is one to watch out for with Baylor. Honestly, the first round, Baylor's kind of been inconsistent here down the stretch. 10-point spread, anything can happen. That could be one to watch out for. I mean, I have Baylor winning the game, but that could be a potential upset. I got Marquette going pretty far. I got Creighton going decent. Like them. Drake over Miami in round 1, I think, is a pretty good bet. Oh, perfect. Yeah. I like Drake there. Miami's still got a guy that's questionable to play or not, might not play. He's huge. Regardless of that, Drake. And then, like I said, FAU over Memphis. So there's some smaller ones. I got the Zags going pretty far. I like Arizona a lot too. Got them going pretty far. We got some college basketball games tonight, and then 11:15 Central Time tomorrow. The first game tips off West Virginia and Maryland, so it should be good. We got games starting pretty much every 20 to 40 minutes, so all day until 9 o'clock at night. UCLA is the last game tomorrow, so
we're all like kids in a candy store.
it'll be fun.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's nice not having to go to work and just actually be able to sit at home and watch all the games. So
right, watch Cap. I mean, it's great, man.
And something to watch out for too if your VIP is live betting spots. I'll probably post some. Well, usually those are posted for free anyways, but second half plays, official plays for VIP and stuff. Probably be doing quite a bit of that stuff in the tournament this year. And take advantage of that. And then we'll have some live betting spots too. I mean, you can even get some of these underdogs at a bigger underdog live. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But you got to be watching the game, kind of feel it out. So,
yep. Cody, just got to make sure. Obviously, you probably are already in, but just make sure you're in the Telegram or Chalkboard.
I usually just don't count those officially because everyone, by the time I get it in and get it posted, a team could have gone on a 5-0 run already, and it changed quite a bit. So, they won't be like graded, but if I'm throwing something out there live, definitely let you know.
I love it. Lucas is ready to cream his pants.
I am too. I
think we all are.
We're going for our 5th grade day today. I'd love nothing more than to hit this 5-unit and hit everything tonight. We're going to have a smaller card, but I will have a 5-unit parlay too. So we'll have probably four bets plus a parlay plus probably 3 unofficial parlays. That'll probably be the card today, but let's fucking sweep tonight, make it 5 straight days in the green, tourney time tomorrow, stay hot in college basketball. It'll likely be a 3-unit spot, 2 to 3-unit spot tonight on that Nevada-Arizona State game. So love
it.
That's that. But who do you guys who do you put in? Who you got winning it all? Let's see who you guys got. Who do you got winning it?
I think Bama. I was watching, I forget who it was, but they were breaking it down based upon like criteria of past champions and how they rank in the Ken Pom and all that different stuff. And based upon the experience of the coach and all that different stuff, the experience of the team, Bama was like the only one right now that does qualify. Now, the guy was saying it could change throughout the tournament based upon, how those teams play and who they play. But Bama seems like a decent spot to, take it all. So
I think I got them. Yeah. I think I got the Zags beating Kansas to go to the Final Four, if I'm not mistaken, in mind.
Okay. So you don't have Bama in it at all?
No, I have Bama in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I think I'm going with. Cody, Texas. Michael, Texas.
I love Texas.
Yeah.
We bet a lot of Big 12 games, so Texas should hopefully be representing in the Final Four at the very least. So
right. I don't know anybody who's been betting that conference as much as you, man. I mean, you just been eating it alive all year.
Oh, yeah. But that's primarily the games I've been watching, so become more and more familiar with them. But
absolutely, man. So yes, everybody, we have the NBA play of the month, 5-unit. It was 4-unit. It got upgraded. And then also, let's get to this. All right, Jimmy, I'll get to that comment in a second. And then the free play was posted. Go give it a like. Go give it a comment on TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff for us. Really helps us out. But that baby is right here. Mike, I don't know if you want to.
New Mexico over 162.5. I'm not even sure where the line's at right now. I know it was up to like 164. I'm not sure where it's at right this second, but I'd play it for 2 units up to 164.
There you have it. That's a nice free play for everybody. You
Yeah,
want to talk about it a little bit, or
it's at 164. I can
okay.
pull up. Yeah, my notes on it. A lot of these plays have just been posting because sometimes I wait trying to do write-ups and shit, and then the lines move. And
Yep. Yeah, sometimes it moves rather quickly.
Big time. Yeah, small slate in the NHL today. There's only, I think, 3-4 games. So, yeah, Utah Valley, obviously very high scoring team. They scored 113 points in their final regular season game, 89 points their last game out. So they put up 88 versus Southern Utah. 72 Tarleton. Stephen F. Austin put up 113, 78. They've scored, I'd have to do the math, but it's close to probably 85, 90 points a game they've averaged over their last 4 games. They also give up a fair share of points as well. They play really fast. They don't play slow at all. And New Mexico is one of the faster paced teams as well. So both these teams should be a track meet. So it's just a matter of them hitting, a good percentage of their shots, and it should fly over. I wouldn't be surprised to see like 170 plus here.
Wow.
But it is college basketball. Yeah, Patino, his team's ranked top 20 in tempo. They're 22-10 to the over this year. So in 32 games, the over's hitting 22 of them. And Utah Valley's been a good over team as well because of the just pace of play and all that stuff. So I see this being a shootout. Utah Valley, who knows, could even pull off the upset. I think they're a 5.5-point dog. Wouldn't be surprised to see it be a tight game or Utah Valley even win. But yeah, best play on it, I think, is the over. Just bank on a shit ton of points. Fast-paced game. As long as they come out shooting the ball decent, shouldn't have a problem hitting it. So,
love it. So there's your free play, folks. Justin, just got suspended for 8 games.
8 more,
or is it just 8? I thought they were talking 50.
Oh, they want him back, dude.
They want him back. Playoffs.
Yeah. Ratings, money.
Yeah. Big time ratings. Now it's Jimmy, he just got off the phone with Jason Tatum. Triple crown tonight. Celtics. Love it. Played a bunch of heartless bums in the Rockets, and they got beat by him. They're fired up. Triple crown from Jimmy. He's given many plays out, and I think his winning percentage is well over 60% on the show. So good luck with that one, Jimmy.
And he's got insider info. So
he got the call. He got the call. I love it. Justin, just 8.
Wow.
Just 8. They want him back.
So that's starting like now. So they'll be back for like the last 7-8 games of the season. And then
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So they're keeping them in the they ain't gonna do anything, but still ratings, just like you said. Xavier, how many upsets do you think that there will be?
Depends what you consider an upset. Do you consider a 9 over an 8, an upset? I guess I'm not sure how many, average in the first round each year. I'm not sure what the average number is or whatever, but they'll definitely be a handful. That's for sure.
Yep.
5, 10, depends.
Yeah. I was talking to you about potentially doing an experiment, just like a little $10 experiment. I'm not wild like some people out there throwing $100 per spot, but $10 just on all the money lines, every single one of the dogs and just see how many hit and see if
I
we're
think there's
profitable.
somebody who did that last year, and
I believe it's
think
Maddie Betts who did that with he runs with Gino on TikTok and all them.
was that
He
that?
did it. Yeah, he ended up profiting like $1,100 last year, just blindly betting $100 on the dogs.
Yeah,
crazy. Who knows?
Well, it will really just depend on how many of the bigger ones hit, because like that St. Peter's one
Right.
was a big one where you're putting 100, making 800. So
Yep.
Either way, I don't think you'd lose a ton, even if you did lose. But
Right.
Just all depends. I'm sure every year's a little different, but
Absolutely, man. All right, so I think that pretty much concludes today's show. Mike, you got any closing notes?
no. So let's run it back again for a 5th straight day. Get this 5U. I'm excited to lay down on the couch and watch this game in its entirety. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
So excited for that. Excited to finish out the card here and just keep rolling, and March Madness tomorrow. So, and another weekend. I think we're going for our 4th straight fucking monster weekend, double-digit weekend. The last 3 have been off the charts. This past weekend was the smallest one, Saturday and Sunday. I think we did like 15 units, 12 or 13 officially, plus parlays. And that was our smallest one. So, the only thing we're doing different this week is we've been consistent during the week too. So just got to keep that rolling. That's what it's all about.
Yep. Absolutely, man. Justin saying that they're counting his games he was already out.
Of course they are.
The association.
I just don't understand somebody who flies to Florida for a counseling program and 24, 48 hours later, they're good to go. Like, yep.
It was a little longer than 48 hours, wasn't it?
3
like
days.
A week. Well, they go 5 days.
He just checked in fucking 48 hours ago.
Well, it's not like the guy's got a drug problem. I mean, what does he need? Why did you do it? Well, I thought I was cool. Well, you're not cool. Okay, fine. Go home.
Yeah, the wannabe gangster counseling program.
I didn't even know that exists.
Yeah.
I guess so.
You got something.
I don't know.
You, man.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I guess there's money to be made in every outlet, right? But yeah, I don't know. Looks like he's going to be back and going to be playing. So look for more.
How he is on the road.
Look for more Midwest Mike Ja rants.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys make the show what it is. Let's have a March Madness. We'll see you guys all on Monday. As always, invest wisely and let's live freely.